Hey everyone, I'm Kym Hampton and I've got next.
You next up and you ain't been on Sports Like Talk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit them up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Keys and queens go hard. Rise and star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote. Chill.
Yeah, let's go, SLT Nation. Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow and today. Ladies and gentlemen, KT and I, we are going all across this country, continuing the mission that we started 5 years ago and going into our communities and finding rising superstars, super sensations, future phenoms, individuals who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams, but it don't get no bigger than today's big dream. That's right. This woman below me, before my very eyes, we are breaking ground in history on this show as we have got an exclusive for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have seen her on the cover of magazines. Y'all have seen her great stages. Y'all have seen her from the boardroom to the locker room. She has done everything that you can call, that you can think of, including being mentioned in a famous Spike Lee joint, which we're going to talk to you guys about this right now, but she's heard this said before. And with the first round draft pick, the 4th pick in the WNBA Elite Draft, Sports Life Talk presents to you the retired Hooper, the WNBA All-Star, Miss Kym Hampton. Miss Hampton, I don't even know how to approach her. I don't even know how to. Do we call you Miss Hampton? Do we call you Kym? What we call? All right. This is what I want to say. Hey, who are you? Who are you guys? What are you, a rapper? What are you, Queen Latifah? You get that? You get that joke? You get that joke? Hey, well, welcome to the show, everybody. It is season 4, the year of the mama, and I am your host, the mouth of the South, the B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the Sports Life Talk logo, the Quiet Storm. Shh, all facts, no cap, and the guy that made today possible, the head coach, KT. How you feeling today, Kev?
B. Jones, I feel like you, like we made it. You know, I slide in a lot of DMs, B. Jones, but this one here was special. I slid in with the hopes of her responding back, B. Jones. You know what happened. She responded back to us. And I probably fainted for a little bit. My wife came back. But man, let's turn up the show. Kym, Miss Hampton, Queen, legend, Trailblazer, pioneer. Hey, she's a 5-tool player, and we're about to make it. I'm just super excited. I might be a little bit nervous today, y'all, but the mouth is still gonna give it to you. So, Miss Hampton, Kym, we got to kick every show off with a segment called The Moment of Truth. That's right. It is our version of Icebreaker 2, Truths and a Lie. So before the show, Kym has prepared 3 facts about herself. One of those facts, as the title of the game goes, is not truthful. So, all right, Miss Hampton, give us your 3 facts, and hopefully Kevin and I can figure this thing out within 60 seconds. Let's go.
I have a daughter that plays collegiate basketball. That's 1. I'm right-handed. That's 2. And I sang at the Country Music Awards.
Dang.
I'm gonna say
she sung at the Country Music Award.
I know she has a daughter.
I just don't know. I think she left-handed for some reason. I don't know why I thought she was left-handed, but
she sang various places though. B. Jones, I know
all over the place.
All over the place. Anthem is the Country Music Awards, though, B. Jones. Yes, I'm gonna say she did. She's that talented.
Well, I'm not saying she's not talented, B. Jones. Don't go there.
I was like,
I know. I was like, I did. Those
Yeah,
words
look
did
at
not come out of my mouth.
Come on, Kevin. Make the guess, man. You know it better than anybody else I could think of. I'm gonna let you make the call on this one, sir. I done dropped the ball too many times in the past.
I'm trying to remember her shooting, B. Jones, and I don't know if it was left or right hand.
and don't be looking it up. I see you looking at
No, I
something.
can't. Hands here.
I'm talking about the mouth of the South. Look.
Yeah.
All right, look, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
no, I can see your screens through your glasses, right? So
I know. I'm looking at my notes. I'm looking at my notes.
Don't be cheating.
All right, B. So what do you want to go with, B?
You know what? I'm gonna say the left-handed thing is. I'm gonna say she's right-handed. I mean, excuse me. I'm gonna say that she's left-handed because didn't you say that you are the lie? Excuse me. That one of your facts was that you are right-handed.
Yeah, I said
She said she was left-handed.
one is that I'm right-handed. One is that I have a daughter that plays collegiate ball.
And I'm gonna say she's left-handed, KT. I'm gonna go with that. She's a lefty. What do you say?
Let's go.
Come on, man. All right, Kym Hampton. We're gonna go.
You already knew it, but that's it. Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness! It's something I read. Something that says she was left-handed. I got lucky on that one. I'm gonna be honest with you, but that's a way to kick off the show. All right, Miss Hampton. We about to take them on a crazy ride. We're going to take them on a long journey and tell them your amazing story. But you know what happens before you go on any road trip, right? In tradition with Sports Life Talk, we need you to take your right hand. Come on, reach it up. Lift it up. The same hand that tipped off the inaugural game of the WNBA. We need you to take it, reach over your left shoulder, grab that seatbelt, and click, clack, buckle up. Let's go to work. We need all of our listeners out there that's rocking with KT and I. We thank you first and foremost for checking in with us, but we got a call to action. That's right. 4 quick things that we need you guys to do to help us to take this show to a whole another level. Number 1, we need you to stay to the end of the show. Matter of fact, if you got to use the bathroom, just leave this joint rolling and watch it again. Number 2, we need you to hit that like button as many times as Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg would allow. We want this show to just be popping like over Redbacher, bubble all the way up to the top of the algorithm. Number 3, now Kym was a rebounding monster, a block machine, point scorer, but she always need a good assist man. Ain't that right, Kym? Every good center, every good big needs a great assist. So we need you to be that assist man, that wing, that point guard, and throw the pass to your friends and family. Share this episode with as many people as you possibly can. And since you're here now, why not? Number 4, smash that subscribe button. Become a part of the Sports Life Talk family. We the hardest working show in the podcast game. We're going to keep giving y'all more amazing and incredible stories of WNBA from the legacy all the way to the future of the game. And we promise y'all we're going to give y'all 1,000% energy night in and night out, just like we play for the Liberty. You know what I'm talking about? All right, Miss Hampton, it's your people. It's the old guard. It's the Mount Rushmore of WNBA. It's all your friends that's watching this show right now. They're going to show us some love and smash that subscribe button.
All right.
Well, hold on. That wasn't a yes. No.
I'm like, whoo, you done wore me out. Like all that energy. I'm like, damn.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what y'all got to do. Let's do it like we true to it on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Boo! Yeah, let's go. Oh my goodness. We want to thank everybody who did smash that subscribe button. Now, this is the deal. We want you to throw us an emoji right now in the chat and let us know that you smashed that subscribe button or you hit the like button or you shared this episode, whatever you did. So Miss Kym, what is the emoji of the show? What is your favorite emoji that you're using right now? Oh, the wink. Oh, the wink. We need you to throw the wink emoji in the chat if you did any of those things, because KT and I, we don't do fans. We don't do followers. We do family. We want to welcome you to the Sports Life Talk family. What we going to tell them, KT?
We're going to tell them thank you.
Thank you. It is that simple. Well, Miss Hampton, you waited long enough. It is time to take you into some deep waters. Welcome to the danger zone. Welcome to the Sports Life Talks initiation.
All right.
All right. To initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
All right. So now I like singers for real. But it's just so weird. So I'll have to say that my top 5 no particular order. Would be Lettucey, Nancy Wilson, Jill Scott, Phyllis Hyman, and Rochelle Farrell. Now, of course, I like other singers, and it kind of depends on what I'm listening to, what's in rotation for me. Right now, like I have some singing gigs coming up, and I'm doing like a Motown Mondays gig, so I'm learning all of that. Baby, 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 don't leave me. All of that soft, all of that stuff. So just learning a ton of songs. So right now it's like the Motown vibe that I'm, that's in heavy rotation. But I would have to say that those are like my favorite all-time singers. Just up listening to them. So.
Kevin, I'm not going to be able to remain professional much longer. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm a fan just like y'all right now. I just cannot believe you just sung for us on this platform. Y'all just got blessed. But Kevin, we got to get more. We got to get more All-Americans and, all the history of the game, because we don't get Lettucey. We don't get, just some of the names that she mentioned. We don't, Nancy Wilson. Yeah, we don't get them names, man.
Yeah.
And that's why this is an easy one for me, B-Joe.
Let me go in and stretch it out. I'm ready, bro. Let's go.
All right, so what we like to do, we like to rank everybody's top 5. The highest you can get is 10. But this is 2024, the year of the Mamba. B. Jones, that's a Mamba top 5. So go ahead and give her 24.
All right.
I threw the bullhorn in there, man, on the last one.
Yeah, but our budget don't call for a bullhorn like that. You got to be careful. We ain't got that much money. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
I would have to say Wonder Woman, because I think that she was kind of like maybe the first female superhero that was, cleaning up the streets and about crime. She was beautiful, and I don't know. Yeah, so I would have to say Linda Carter, Wonder Woman.
Oh, Linda Carter. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah. Oh, I know who Linda Carter is. All right, so we asked the superhero question because we see, legends like you as superheroes. So, Linda Carter, she had her own theme song. So what would your theme music be?
Kelly Price, It's My Time.
Can you sing that one for us?
It's my time to shine. It's my time to rise. It's my time. You can't.
I knew she was going to sing
it. Just like I can see it, I can be it, do it.
So I remember Kelly Price.
It's older, but when I was just stopping to think about it, I think it's always relevant. It's your time to shine. So, I kind of kept that one as one of my faves. It's a very motivational song, and it speaks to everyone and everybody and everything that you're doing. It's your time to, it's about, yeah.
All right. So, what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
Oh my gosh, basketball has taught me so much. It teaches you honesty, like being honest with yourself, being able to know, or being able to know whether you're giving your best or to know whether you're tapping out. It teaches you communication skills. It teaches you how to win and how to lose in life. It teaches you how to have an honest perspective on what's going on. For example, if you're not getting much playing time, that never was, my issue. But but if you, say for example, if you're not getting much playing time, it's about really assessing yourself, being able to go and communicate with the coach and say, hey, I would love to get more playing time. What are some of the things that I can do to get better? And how do you, can we work on some drills? Can we watch film together so that I can work on understanding the decisions that I make? So it teaches you all of those things. I mean, it teaches you mental toughness, mental, physical, emotional toughness, all of those things. It teaches you restraint. It teaches you sacrifice, because you can't go out and do everything that everyone is doing. And, you have to sacrifice, if you need to drop some pounds, or if you need to really work to get in shape. I mean, so it's so much. There's not a day that will go by that you won't utilize some of those lessons. It teaches you grace, how to forgive and how to let go you made a mistake down there, and the team went up by 1 point, and now it's like 10 seconds left on the clock and you guys have the ball out. So you got to let that go and be ready for the next play, whatever the coach is drawing up, So it teaches, it's so many wonderful things.
So B and I, we're going to produce a movie that's centered around you. The one thing that we're missing is a lead actress. Who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
Oh my gosh, that's a tough one. But I'm just going to say Angel Reese.
Ooh, I like that one too.
I like that one too.
Angel, holla at us.
Yeah.
We ain't got the money for Angel Reese, but we're going to definitely try. We're going to slide in her DMs too, B. Jones. Maybe she'll hit us back. All right, so this is probably the most important question that we ask during our initiation. B. Jones and I, we love to travel. When we travel, we got to eat. So we come there to rock with you. What's that one food spot you're going to recommend, and what is your go-to meal there?
Well, I ate at a restaurant called Khan. It's very good. It's a Haitian restaurant, with a little spin on it. I thought that was extremely good. Very tough to get into. Like they open up reservations, and I'm telling you, in minutes they're gone. But I was able to eat there a couple of times. But I thought it was really, really good. They have this beef rib thingy, and it's so good. That's really good. But Portland has a lot of good food here. They have this one seafood truck. It's owned by Black women. I think 2 Black women own it, and it's really good. I mean, there's I just ate there for the first time. Jada Soulful Eats. That's another good place if you want soul food. And there was another one that I just tried for the first time. But there are so many wonderful places, and I'm still kind of learning where to go. But I would start there.
Great start. She had me at the rib beef thing, and that's all. That was it. I was like, "Hey, slide it."
Yeah, it's like but it's long. It's like, it's about that long, and it's it's just one, but it has a lot of meat on it. And
sign me up. Sign me up.
I'm looking for that seafood truck, B. Jones. That's where I want to go.
Yes. Oh my gosh, they have the sauce on it. Oh my God, that's the best sauce that I've ever had. You know how it's just amazing. I was just like, oh my goodness.
As we transition to our next segment, to learn more about Miss Hampton, we need for you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Miss Hampton gave us her top 5 music artists, but leave yours in the comments. And check out all of our family members from the You Got Next podcast on our website, sltyougotnext.com. Miss Hampton survived the initiation, so B, let's find out more about our newest play cousin.
True Trailblazer pioneer. This is a legend, ladies and gentlemen. Kym Hampton, thank you so much for joining the show and becoming a part of the Sports Life Talk family. I'm gonna try to get through this thing because I'm kind of starstruck. You done sung for us. You already had me laughing, and you can check KT, which is that's always 3 things that I look forward to on a daily basis when the older brother get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But let's take them back to the beginning, Kym. For real, we about to put everybody on some game today. So let's take it back to the beginning to Louisville. Did I say it correct this time? Because I came up here with Louisville. So now it's Louisville.
And you put too much uncomfortable stress on the Louisville. No, it's just Louisville. It's just Louisville.
I'm from Louisiana, though. I'm from Louisiana.
Be easy, Louisville.
Louisville. All right, here we go. So take us back to Louisville when you started playing basketball, and tell us, Kym, when did you fall in love with this wonderful game?
Okay, it wasn't until my freshman year of high school that I started playing basketball, and I really didn't want to play, but the high school coach just asked me every single day, harassed me every time he saw me in the halls, and I kept saying no, because I was 6 feet tall as a freshman, and I was super shy. I had never played organized sports before. I knew I was athletic, but I didn't want to, and so my first year I started playing basketball. And so I had to learn everything, just how to shoot, dribble. It was kind of crazy. But towards the middle of the season, I started getting the hang of things. And then the double team started coming. So the season finished. And then I actually, the track coach asked me if I would throw the shot put. So I told him, yeah, okay, I'll throw the shot put. So I threw the shot put as well. but it was over the summer, and I ended up winning the state championship my freshman year, throwing the shot put but over the summer I became a lifeguard for my summer job. And I got a chance to play in the park with the boys all summer long, boys and men. So when I came back, I'm snagging rebounds, going up, I'm like balling now. So I go from dressing varsity my freshman year to starting varsity, averaging like 15 and 10. And then just fast forward to my senior year. And that was when I knew that I wanted to go to college. My sophomore year, I knew I wanted to go to college on a scholarship. But fast forward to my senior year, I was averaging about 30 and 15, and I won the state championship 3 of my 4 years of college. I fooled around and had an off day my junior year, just not working hard and and stuff. And but it was really, really cool. And that's when I knew I wanted to go to college. And I was getting letters from everywhere. But when I was in high school, women's basketball wasn't what it is today. We didn't have the internet. We didn't know what schools to go to. I was getting a letter from Tennessee every single day. Mind you, I didn't start playing basketball until my freshman year, so I didn't know about colleges and college recruits. I didn't know any of that. All I know is I'm like, Tennessee, that's too close to Kentucky. It's the state right below Kentucky. I'm looking at letters like University of Hawaii, looking at UCLA, and I didn't know the history of UCLA. I didn't know any of that. I chose Arizona State. I chose it because actually the weather was warm and the campus was big and beautiful. Mind you, there was brochures. We did not have the internet where you can go. It hadn't even become NCAA yet. It was still AIAW. So they weren't flying you out. So, to see schools. So if your parents couldn't afford to take you to various schools, or whatever, then it just wasn't happening. And my high school coach, he took me around, to some schools in Tennessee, and they were smaller schools, but I just knew I could go to a bigger school. And so I chose Arizona State. I don't know why. Old Dominion was the hot school in Tennessee, but during my tenure, Old Dominion was a little bit prior, but during my tenure, my collegiate tenure, USC won 2 years and Tennessee won 2 years, and I could have gone to both of those schools. But again, just not knowing, it was crazy.
Yeah, Old Dominion was hot because of Nancy Lieberman, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, she was one of the best players in the country. Okay. Yeah. So you got to tell us, and I'm jumping right into this thing because this is what has been keeping me up at night. This one question. You ladies poured it all out there. Like y'all, everything that they're doing now, you guys did it with the same level of intensity. Y'all worked hard. Y'all traveled. Y'all put it in just to build this league called the WNBA. Before the league was forming, what was the ladies community saying? Like, what was basketball players, all Americans all across the country? What if y'all had podcasts, what would y'all have been going on podcasts saying about the game and how much it needed the exposure? Like, what was the thought process of you guys as y'all were putting in that work going towards something?
Well, I don't even think we probably would have been ready to speak on it at that time because it just wasn't there. It wasn't available. And so it wasn't something that we could fathom. I mean, we didn't ever fathom. I didn't grow up thinking that there was going to be a WNBA or a professional league in America. We just felt like true second-class citizens, and thank God it was for the 96 Olympic team that it got so much exposure during that time that, we were able, or the NBA decided that they were ready to start the league. But prior to that, we were just content with playing abroad, playing overseas. I played 12 and a half years before they started the WNBA. So when I came into the WNBA, I was a vet, right. At the time. Yeah. So.
Well, tell us. So you get this phone call, like you said, it wasn't internet. The internet just started like in 95 or something like that, 96, maybe earlier 90s. But you finally get this call that the word is on the street. The NBA is going to bring the WNBA to fruition. All these young ladies who've been dying for an opportunity to play professionally here at the house was now about to get that opportunity. What was going through your mind? Did you think it was going to be a boom? Did you think it was going to be a bust? Like, what's going on in your mind as you prepare for the inaugural season?
Well, first of all, right after the 96 Olympic team, so you have to understand the first league that started was the ABL.
Okay.
And so half of the Olympic team went and played for the ABL. But then my agent told me, we were in Italy when we found out about it. And so my agent was like, no, don't sign, because I was asked, one of the player reps was asking me if I wanted to play. And I think they were getting 110 or 115,000 a year to play in the ABL. And so I was like, Bruce, I was like, they have a league that's going to start in the United States. And he's like, no, don't sign that. Don't sign that. And I was like, why? I was like, why? That'll give me an opportunity to play. He's like, no, he's like, Kym, you got to keep this under wraps. The NBA is going to be starting a league next year. They're going to start, it's going to be called the W. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, Kym, he's like, come on, of course I'm sure. So, the ABL started their season like right after the Olympics. And so they got a little bit of shine, but it was nothing in comparison to the WNBA starting. I was still playing in Italy when I found out. So what they did was they sent a scout. Her name was Renee Brown. They sent a scout out to various countries where myself, all of us that had already graduated from college, where we were playing, and they would go to various games. And they would kind of rank us and rate us, for those that were in the regular draft, those that would be in the compound draft, and those that would be in the elite draft. So the elite draft players were like Rebecca Lobo. She was coming out then, it was like Lisa Leslie. And they allocated the first 2 players to every team. There were 8 teams in the WNBA that started. And they allocated 2 players. So, of course, they allocated Lisa Leslie and Penny Toller to LA. They allocated Rebecca Lobo to New York because she played in Connecticut, and they wanted to have like a home base or players that were recognizable to the franchises. So they had Teresa Weatherspoon and Rebecca Lobo, and then they opened up the elite draft after they allocated the first 2 players. Then they had the elite draft, and so then New York had the number 4 pick. So they selected me to play for them, and it was crazy because I was in practice. We knew they had come to our game. We watched them. We lost by 1 point to the number 1 team, but I think I had like 30. My teammate, Michelle Edwards, she was drafted in the elite draft too. She was balling out too. She was great. So they told me, well, we're going to call you on Tuesday. I'm just using it as an example, and let you know what team. So I gave him my coach's phone number. So we practiced and everything, and all of a sudden the phone rings. And so coach is like, okay, Kym. And everybody's like, hi, Kym, and everybody's all happy. And so there's like, Kym, And so I said, hello. And so Renee was like, hey, Kym, how you doing? I was like, oh, I'm good. We just had practice. She's like, okay, were you ready to find out where you're going to go? And I was like, yeah. She's like, well, you don't sound too excited. I was like, I am, And she said, okay, you're going to be going to New York. And I was like, what? I was like, okay. So it was pretty cool. And so we had to finish the season and everything. And then once the season was over, then we left and went back. And it was really cool because me and my teammate, Michelle Edwards, she got drafted to play for the Cleveland Rockers. And we just went to Florida for the compound draft because, it was all of the other players that weren't a part of the elite draft. They had to do workouts. Like, I think it was a couple of workouts a day. Okay. So, so it was really cool just to see the competitiveness of the whole league and everything, but it was kind of cool that we were, in the elite draft too. So we had some great media opportunities and everything. So it was amazing. It was kind of like, oh my gosh, like, wow, this is big time. We'd be playing in the NBA arenas. And, the only thing that was sucky was we still had to fly commercial.
Right.
Number one, we had to fly commercial because although there were franchises that could allow us to use the corporate jet, it was advantageous to those teams. Like the New York Liberty could have, because the Knicks plane, we could have used the Knicks plane, but if it just would have been an advantage if we had to turn around and play a back-to-back and fly the next day, and all of that. So yeah, but now that's changing. Time brings about changes.
We're gonna get into the future in just 1 second. So there's a picture of you and Lisa Leslie, y'all on the court. It's kind of crazy because you got cameras all around you guys. This was the moment. This is it. The league is kicked off. It's New York versus LA. You can't do a better job than representing the country by going to New York, LA as center stage, and it's you and Lisa Leslie. This is the historic tip off to kick the league off. You got to tell me what's going through your mind
as all of this takes place. Lisa Leslie is a bona fide star at this time, and she's a household name. Y'all are getting this opportunity, like you said, the media's everywhere. What was going through your mind at this time?
You know what? Everybody, I don't care who you were, everyone was nervous. I was watching everybody. We were trying to be as normal as possible, going through our regular warm-up routines. But just even at the start of the game, I mean, everyone was missing shots. We had turnovers. But then, we found out that they ended up having to change the WNBA ball like 2 or 3 times because the leather on the ball wasn't right. It was slick. It wasn't conducive to like catching and, handling. So a lot of turnovers. But then we finally, everyone kind of calmed down and kind of got a groove. But we were all nervous as heck, and nervous because number one, we probably hadn't played in an arena that large, but also the fact that it was on NBC and the whole world was watching. This was a worldwide televised game, and so it was kind of like, oh my gosh, your family and your friends, they know you play professional ball and you're playing overseas, but now I had done it for 12 years, so now it's like, oh my God, everybody's going to be like, okay, well, let me see what she can really do now. So you have all of that. You want to make your family proud. And so it was just, and then you want to show up for the game. You want to show people that this is where we belong. This league belongs here. So, man, it was crazy. One of the crazy things that I did when I went in the dressing room, in the locker room, when we went in the locker room, I sat my butt in every stall, rubbed my butt around. And I was like, because I don't just think of all the butts that have sat in here, all the great players, Michael Jordan all of the great players that have ever played at the Great Western Forum. They've sat in this same stall, and I was just like hoping that by osmosis or something, I would get all of that. I was like,
so you was a character even back then, huh? You in the locker room. So let's fast forward to this. And I hate we don't have enough time to really unpack. I know you got 1,000 stories in that brain of yours that you can share with us. I want to hear them all. We're going to have to get you back on the show when you get some more time. But let's fast forward and talk about the dynamics of yesteryear versus today. Of course, it's Caitlin Clark mania. I personally think that, this is an opportunity for us to all fall in love with Caitlin, but also to fall in love with multiple storylines that's going on in the WNBA, right? I mean, there's so many amazing storylines. Probably one of the best players that ever touched the court is out there in Las Vegas doing her thing. One of the you talked about Angel Reese, the Alyssa Thomases, who was a triple crown. I mean, I'm talking about she's a triple double every night. I can go on and on. One of the best shooters the game has ever seen is Sabrina. But with that being said, you sit back in your living room and you watch this product, and you know what you guys done to get this product here. What are the old heads? What are the old guards saying about this new WNBA? It's finally getting the love, but is this what you envisioned? Is this what you guys put in hard work for? Do you guys enjoy this product?
We do. And we love the fact that the referees are letting them play, that they're not babying players, because no one is coming to a game or watching a game to see the referee, see the star players or key players sitting on the bench. So, we're very proud of where it's come. We're proud of the effort that the women are playing with. And so, for me, I'm just like, yes. And it almost makes you just have to say, well, you should have made that, we watching, you get it from personal. And yes, I'm watching. Sometimes I sit and watch a game and I'm like, oh, that was a foul. You're like, oh, wow, that was a foul. And they're not calling certain fouls. And I'm, so even me, I would let a lot of stuff go. And so even when I call fouls, but I'm like, as long as it's even and equal on both ends, then I'm good with it. And you have all of these new fans, that jumped on the women's basketball bandwagon, when they were watching Caitlin Clark throughout college, watching the whole collegiate narrative. The NCAA playoffs the last couple of years have just been phenomenal. And they're expecting the game to be the same. Like every time your favorite player, drives past someone or goes to the basket, to score, if, it should be a foul, or it should be, no, please. And so I think the new players are definitely adjusting now. And, I just think it's good for the game to be able to let players, because number one, it's going to raise the level of play mentally, physically, and emotionally. It'll make everyone a better player. So everyone is loving it. Everyone that I've talked to, you're probably making me miss a game right now, but
No, they played the play-in. The in-season championship last night, so we get a night off from the WNBA tonight. But it kicks back off on Thursday night.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, but Liberty lost.
Yeah, the Liberty took an L to Minnesota. Nafisa Collier is looking like MVP in my opinion.
Yeah, but not only that, I mean, she's definitely looking like an MVP. But I'm telling you, they have some players on that team.
Without Diamond Miller. Diamond Miller ain't even showed back up. And that was their first pick in last year's draft.
They can play defense and fast, athletic. Yeah.
I can't wait.
The crazy thing is every night you have to come out and play, because on any given night, the worst place team can beat the first place team. So there's no taking time off. And, you really have to let go of mistakes. And it's crazy because the Liberty went on a 10-0 run and they called a timeout. Minnesota called a timeout. And then the next thing you know, now it's only like a 2-point lead. And so it's a game of runs, but.
Well, man, I hate we don't got but like 4 or 5 more minutes left before we got to get off of this thing. But I got to talk to you about your post career, because you literally took that theater thing serious, didn't you? You went from scoring buckets to now you on the cover of like major publications. You singing all across the world. You talked about singing for the CMAs, which I missed that in the press briefing. And I'm just like, this is it's absolutely nuts what you were able to accomplish post WNBA career. Did you realize that when you went to go to be in the theater major, that this was actually going to be the end game? That, hey, I'm gonna put the ball down sometime and I'm gonna get on this acting and I'm gonna be in the corner with Spike Lee going over my notes. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, you know what? Growing up, that was my first love. Growing up, like singing, I always wanted to sing, but I was deathly shy. I just had stage fright and crazy, so it was like I wanted to do all of these things. I wanted to be a model, and so I got a chance to sign with Wnba, in New York, and got a chance to do some great campaigns with them, and all these things I wanted to do as a kid. And so they finally started happening with the platform of the WNBA. But now, I live in Portland, and I work for Nike, and it's pretty cool. But since I've been out here, I was just like, why not start singing? Why not, start looking to do some of the things that you love to do? And so it has been a joy. So I'm starting to land more and more gigs. I have a gig at the casino, the Wnba Casino, coming up on the 1st and the 5th of July. And then me and one of my coworkers, it's really, really cool. He's a DJ. We're going to have like a little house party. It's at a bar, but it's kind of like he's going to be spinning house music, but I'm going to be singing live to it, like, finally it is happening to me right in front, Yeah. So we're going to be doing it, and all the crystal, the crystal waters stuff, And so I'm just trying to have fun and just trying to expand and just keep growing.
So since you and Anthony Mackie got a baby together, will you see him become Captain America? What's going on in your mind? Like when you see like Anthony's success, like if Anthony saw you in the streets, would he remember you? And
because every time he sees me, he's like, "Where my baby at?" Because I literally got pregnant. No, seriously, I literally got pregnant filming that movie.
Wow, a movie about pregnancy. Oh, that is absolutely nuts.
Absolutely crazy. And we so we ran into each other a couple of times, and he was like, "Where my baby at?"
We got to do a part 2 of this one, Kym. We having too much fun, but we are pressed for time. We got to get everybody up out of this thing. But the title of the show is You Got Next, Kym Hampton. And we want to leave everybody inspired. As much as we love to talk about the past, you planted those seeds, and now that fruit has come to bear. The WNBA is here, and you are on to doing bigger and better things with your career. But we are watching you now at Kym Hampton on IG and Twitter. What does the future hold for you? What is next for you, and what are you most excited about?
You know what? I want to keep singing more. I'm putting a band together, so this will be like me putting my band together, my first band. Well, I put my first band together, and so I want to learn that business part of it, and just continue to grow. And and just get better. I just want to continue to grow and get better and have fun and enjoy life and be happy.
You have any shout outs you want to give?
I want to give a shout out to at ISOFAM Ari. That's my daughter. Just all of my friends, all of my family. Just sending love. Just challenging everyone to do and be better.
Yeah, you
and
challenge.
do what's right. Look, and do what's right because it's right to do. I'm talking about God's right. See, we all have our right, but let's do God's right. Just because, and let's do our part to make this world a better place.
Yeah, B. Jones, I was challenged earlier, so I know I'm gonna do better. All right, so this is the part of the show, where you get a chance to call out the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna call out Michelle Edwards.
There it is. Hope that is. I thought you knew. We going back to the legendary series with another WNBA monster, Michelle Edwards. Let the world know that you got next. You are up next. You are officially on the clock. Your ticket just got punched. We will be reaching out to you super soon so we can get you on the show in the year of the Mamba and keep telling these rich stories. I'm telling you, I can't wait to hear more and more about the WNBA in its beginning. But Kym Hampton, the bold, the beautiful, the voluptuous, you got next. You are a pioneer, a trailblazer, an icon, a living legend, the true definition of a Mamba. You are tenacious. You are extraordinary and elite. You deserve a yeet. Wop. They not like us. Yeah, I love doing this show. I love doing this show. We want to thank everybody for rocking with us and watching another episode of You Got Next. Remember, throw the wink emoji in the chat if you hung out with us, if you did any of those three things. Kym, thank you so much for coming on and telling your story. We got to do, I'm gonna keep saying it because I'm trying to get you to, I'm trying to lock that in now so we can get this thing back, because I literally got a page of 10-20 more questions to go through. But listen, don't forget to throw the wink emoji. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you didn't do it already. Share this episode with all of your peoples. Go to our social media platforms at Sports Life Talk. Tap in with us. We everywhere. It's just me and my boy KT. We're going to keep telling these amazing stories. And if you want to be on the show, okay, you don't have to look too far. We easy to find. Go to our website, sltyougotnext.com. Click on the nominate tab. Tell us a little bit of why you feel like you got next, and we're going to reach out and give you an audition to be on the show. And last but not least, for all my podcast enthusiasts, take this show as well as up to 600 other shows on the road. Download this show in the audio format wherever you listen to your podcast, whether that be Apple, Spotify. It don't matter. We got this. We got WNBA. We got NBA. I mean, I'm just telling you, it's crazy the amount of talent that God has blessed us with to come through this platform. The stories are out there for everybody. Kevin, I'm feeling like $1 million. Hey, mama, I just feel like we did something today. We setting the bar pretty high. I don't know how we gonna beat this, but man, let's go home, bro. Get us up out of here, man.
Kym, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know, and we got your back.
Thank you. I'm going to go pan-sear me some scallops now.
Hey, well, Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another, because together we are better. And keep dreaming big, because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
I knew you had next, cause you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag cause you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest. Hot in the room, podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom, you are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type to celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah. Yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking sports, life, talking this. Yeah. Sports, life, talking this.